Hey, Anthony,
Yeah,
what do you think about Trump threatening to invoke the Insurrection Act in Chicago?
I think he's going to do it. I mean, that's basically been the goal of his deployments of ICE in cities like LA, DC, and most recently Portland and Chicago, is to try and create a pretense for invoking the Insurrection Act and declaring martial law nationally to, further the goals of Project 2025.
What is the Insurrection Act?
The Insurrection Act is a specific exception to the Posse Comitatus law, which is the law that says that the president cannot use the military on U.S. soil or against U.S. citizens. And it carves out that exception in cases of rebellion or insurrection, basically trying to overthrow the government. Now, that's not what's going on in Chicago or these other cities where the president has deployed ICE. What's going on there is that he's trying to use ICE and, to a lesser degree, the National Guard as his own personal paramilitary force, much in the same way that Hitler used the SS in Germany. And understandably and correctly, the citizens and the local governments are resisting that very illegal use of ICE in that manner, right? They've been completely defying all sorts of precedent, judicial standards, basic human decency. And even despite all that, the pushback from the citizenry has been overwhelmingly nonviolent. But the president and ICE are trying to create a situation where it does get violent so that he can invoke that. And we're seeing that especially in Chicago right now, where they are basically invading the city in a military manner. We've seen Black Hawk helicopters, which are military helicopters, hovering over the city. We saw the recent raid on the Chicago apartment where they rappelled down from the roof like they were attacking a terrorist cell, broke all the windows, bashed down all the doors. They detained every person in that apartment, including women and children, regardless of their citizenship status or political affiliation. Held them for hours unlawfully and destroyed a bunch of their belongings, right? This is a campaign that's trying to create fear and anger and unrest so that there is a violent boiling over. And then the Trump administration is going to use the problem that it caused, right? Because this is a situation that ICE is creating artificially through terror tactics. The president is trying to use that situation to invoke martial law across the US. And the way the president's describing the situation just matches up with all of that, right? He said today that Portland's on fire. It's been on fire for years. First of all, Portland's not on fire. It's actually quite peaceful. It has not been on fire for years by any means. And the president also said that basically any political resistance to his use of ICE is, quote, a really criminal insurrection. So he's laying the grounds to try and do this, whether it's through legal matters or not, or for justified means or not. Basically, he's looking for a Reichstag fire, right? He's looking for a situation where he can create a problem and then use that problem as justification to oppress the American people.